All right. What is up, y'all? I hope y'all are having a fantastic day, fantastic night, whatever it may be. There we go. Now we got some visuals. I hope y'all had a fantastic holidays if y'all did anything. If not, I hope you guys had at least a great few days since the last time we streamed. Now, today, we're going to be going back to the trial willpowers. I am just only less than a minute in and already forgetting how to speak. Now, I remember most of this case. I'm not going to act like I have perfect memory for very obvious reasons. It is not, the best. However, I do like to think that I remember a decent bit of what is going on. And so, we're going to go ahead and go back into this trial, see what we can do. I do know that this game has 5 chapters to it. I'm pretty sure. If I remember right, I forget if it's 5 or 6. Part of me is saying if it's 5, I want to see if maybe we can get it done today. That is probably going to be a lot to ask. Like, not ask, but a lot to try and do. Because it's going to be probably a good bit of, while. I don't know how long the last trial is going to be. I think every trial so far has been about 2 to 3 hours. And then if you add in the fact that it's a final one, it could be 5. And so we could have this hour, 2. We could be here for about 8 hours. But we'll see what happens. Because I do want to see what fully goes on. I don't want to end it to where we only have an hour or 2 left. And then I'm just kind of stuck doing it. But let's go. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go ahead and investigate the Turnabout Samurai. Now, I don't really know what I'm going to be streaming after this. I know I have TBD right now on Twitch on what is going to be streamed tomorrow. Because, there's a lot of options we got. We got winter sale going on. We got some games I already own and want to go to. I could go back to Destroy All Humans too, possibly. Most likely not, but possibly. It is a possibility. You always got to keep everyone on their toes. But that was a close one, huh, Maya? Or Mia. Keep getting that confused. Really too bad. I'm sorry. I missed it. I told you it was Maya. So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. I forgot to install the mod that gets rid of the white flashing. Because that is bothersome how much it does the white flash. But live and learn. If I go to the second one, or if I do end up having another stream of this one, I'll make a note of it to make sure it happens. Initial trial, what's that? That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They have so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. That sounds like a horrible, horrible system. Well, we've got no time to waste. Let's talk to you. How do you feel about the Steel Samurai? I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What, you mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah, but Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What about the director's alibi? What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and director were both in the trailer, which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. I mean, that's an appropriate reaction if you were passed out the entire time. Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us, even though you were asleep for pretty much all the trial? I guess, let's say the equivalent of us being asleep whenever Mia's here. So, no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. WP Powers, right? Well, if she says it, I guess we gotta go do it. Well, it's not like we have much of a choice. We only got 2 places we can go right now. October 19th, the detention center visitors room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. I'm just doing my job. It could be a lot worse. You could be like Larry Butts, where I had to be taught how to do a trial. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? To be fair, he's been through a lot. He's currently being, tried for murder. It's a lot to process. Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yeah, though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Plus, we got a limited amount of time. We don't got much to work with. Producer Vasquez, could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Well, if it's, we still need to know. I guess tell us about Director Manila. Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I mean, I understand. Like, seeing Vasquez, I get it. I feel him. I can't imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. What about Mr. Hammer? I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to the sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. Does that have anything to do with the rumors you've heard? 5 years ago? I guess I can't talk to him about it. I mean, he could just wanted to step away from the limelight. Not everyone can handle being a star. It's a lot to ask. It's a lot to do. It's a lot. October 19th, Global Studios, main gate. Hi there, Obeg. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, think your guard's down. Yeah? Bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. I mean, if you talk to a lawyer like that, I think you can get in trouble. Whoa, she's alive. Producer Vasquez. I was worrying about D. Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her, so she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? What, the studio people don't want me talking about her? So, sorry. She's been a lot more friendlier so far than usual. Can I ask you about Sal Manella, the director? Sal? He's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Maya, don't bark up some trees you don't want the answers to. That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No. No, it doesn't, Maya. I think Wright might be in the way he's like saying, yeah, Maya might know. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, you cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh. She's really pissed this time. You listen to me. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why? Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Well, I guess we should probably, go deeper into the studio. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right, but why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. That would make sense if he got called over by the director or producer, and that's why they needed the costume. Oh, hi there. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello. Yeah? Hello? H-E-L-L-O. My, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. What about Mr. Hammer? Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. My question is, like... Why would she want the script for... What was it, episode 13, if she wants to cancel the Steel Samurai? Why was she so much on the script? Nick, she's the killer. My fey blood speaks to me. I know it. Oh, dear. Oh, what about the director? I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves? Oh. Well, is he in the trailer? Like, is he the one in here? Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny. It still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare trading card she needed. Is there anything, I guess, on the table? That's where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. I guess. I mean, can we get no drink? We can't take the drink. Nothing in here. It could be a clue, just some paper cups and crumbled documents. I'm guessing there's just nothing here. The only thing I could think of is maybe this. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the sets cost. I can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. I mean, Hollywood ain't cheap. I guess at this point, move outside there. Can I go into... I can't go into the studio. Let me move to the employee area, I guess. October 19th. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. They kind of have a lot going on, Maya. Trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later, I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there are any other clues lying around. Hi there, Gumshoe. No touching. Did you just take that from me? Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean I almost had a heart attack. I guess it could be a little, is that how you... I mean, it's traumatic, but I don't know if that's how you spell it. I suppose it's the actor in me. Anyway, I'm here to examine that plate on the table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. I mean, I could just... Do I have them? I don't have them. What about the plate? So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How? For a thorough examination, I got to take the plate back to the precinct, but I have the capabilities to make cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to the sleeping pill, see? If there are traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Okay, that's huge to know. So that means he was, in fact, like, you know, given sleeping pills, and that's why he took his nap. How's the investigation going? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. Even if Gumshoe is like changing his thoughts on him, that's how you know there's not really a strong case here. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Why? How is Edgeworth doing anyway? He's out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened to that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means, yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. Okay, so that's nice to have. And so I guess from here, I guess to the dressing room, because there doesn't seem like there's gonna be any more there. Oh, why are you here? What are you? Okay, I guess me and Maya are on the same wavelength. It's better than when me and Gumshoe were on it. Oh, I'll just clean up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... Why? But he's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but this week's the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? I can't yell like that right now. Why? Why is it... What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shot, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. That's a big surprising. I don't know, it's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. They're going to do like what Cartoon Network did, where they shifted away from cartoons for some reason and started making, like, Dude, What Will Happen and all that, like, those type of shows. Like the real, I forgot what they called the block, like the programming block. Like all the just real shows that aren't cartoons. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget this all ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. That can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. The evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. What am I looking for? I don't know what I'm looking for. I forgot already. I'll give you this. And this is... Okay, I remember right. I don't know if there's a transcript button. I just don't know what it is, or if there's just no transcript here. The kids love to steal samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults could save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you could tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about the accident 5 years ago. Tell me about the tragedy, the biggest, most awful event in human history. Okay. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes, on the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? Thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. That trailer was part of the film set. What happened 5 years ago? You gotta tell me. Can you tell us about what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you about what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Mr. Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up, and that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid of what would happen to his career if word got out. Man, he kind of like he stopped being a star anyway, so it's not like anything really happened that wouldn't have happened. I see. You know, who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studio back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her, if she'll talk. To be fair, she might talk because this will help the case. Because it could show that Mr. Hammers did not be involved in it. I don't know why I had trouble pronouncing that. Where are you still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. She's gonna be like a rabid dog. Tell me about what happened 5 years ago. I want to ask you about 5 years ago. Who'd you hear that from? Nicholas? Nick, Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnapper stretching up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Do I have proof? I'll say I do. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I could prove that Mr. Hammer stole Power. I'm guessing it's gonna be the sleeping pills with Jack Hammer's, like, fingerprints. Here's my proof. What's this empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? Probably the plate. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yeah, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Well, considering the fact that the music cut off, I think I got the evidence right. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag. Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired. See, tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She had ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see, but you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag, hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this photograph. Oh. Yeah, oh. Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer's supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower fence. I did say those things were dangerous. I didn't know it was, yeah. But how'd you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo out of court record. I guess, trying to think at this point. Might want to go to... Part of me wants to ask Powers about it now that we know what happened. Can I bring up the photo of him? Excuse me. Thank you for showing me that, whatever it is. I wish I could think of some way for me to help you. Sorry. Well, I guess it's not that. Move, can I talk to the law office? Well, there's no way to get any ideas. Maybe she could tell me what I could do with the photo. Sorry, I don't know how that'll help us figure this out. Well, that kind of set me back a bit. Maybe... I don't want to ask Vasquez about it, but I'm the way this game is gone, with the way Wright acts, I imagine it's wanting me to go talk to her and tell her, hey, I have evidence you did something, by the way. But she's not even looking. Where? I knew it. Like, why would you do this? Why does Wright keep doing this? I could believe the whole medium stuff. I could suspend that disbelief. I cannot believe that someone that is a lawyer be this dumb where I said, I have incriminating evidence against you. Here is the only copy of it in existence. He's now done that twice. Like, what are you doing, dude? Where'd you get that? Old bag. Old. She means the security lady. Miss Oldbad, Nick. Right? Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about more inside the trailer. Why? No. Shoot inside the trailer? No. Why? What are you doing? Like, come on, bro. You can't be this dumb. You're a lawyer. Well then, what was this you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you can control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure it was an accident, but use it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him and to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would you have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh? Well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporters need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. This is why you don't go over and... Like, dude, come on. What? This is valuable... Boys? How dumb are you? Like... Come on, man. Like, this is twice. I didn't think to do this until I thought, oh yeah, like, it's dumb enough to where, like, he is dumb enough to where it's like, this valuable piece of evidence it's the only copy of. Let me go give it to the person that, you know, has mafia ties or is all big and powerful and stuff like that. Like, come on, man. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about it where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, a race away. What? Dude. Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears the contest will be decided tomorrow then in court. I'll be looking forward to it. We got so lucky that for Phoenix, you were so dumb. You okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe, thank you. I was really scared. You should get away from this man. This man just keeps like them put himself in like the worst positions possible with like the most valuable evidence for his cases. It's honestly like kind of baffling. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, why? Don't mention it, pal. I'm just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe. Sorry, it's just I want to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Probably at the trial tomorrow. Well, Nick, so we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. To be continued. It's time for the trial. In the trial, at least, he can't give away valuable evidence and screw himself over and almost get him killed. All right, overwrite save data. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 4. I think I can put this case away. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. Oh, both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. It claimed that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a little on edge today. Is that supposed to be a pun, Phoenix? Like, are we making puns in court now? May I call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Oh, we're just getting right to it. D. Vasquez, a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Hi there. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I just like Needles Banner. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. I mean, she might not have done it. She might have hired someone to do it. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. There was a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Mr. Amber's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. Have him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with all that monkey head toppling over. And we did not investigate the van for some reason. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do this. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer a little before noon. Let me go over the evidence I have again. I have 2:30, cause of death. Dragon one leg at 2. Guy met to Global Studios. The murder weapon. Breaking the chest of his men with duct tape. Bought to path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4. Contains photos of every victory scene in the battle. Neutral camera shows an accident involving jackhammer, sleeping pills, steak, and the van. And let's just press her on some of these. By herself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. I'm just gonna keep pressing until I find something. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on. Let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. Same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth, and please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. There's to be a rehearsal after, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think. Come on, all you did was state the obvious. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you. What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, all right. At 2:30, we had a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were we doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak, well, Nick, find anything? Kind of wish she had said a little more. Sorry, I think she's pretty used to being the boss, but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. What, do we have the steak? I don't think we have. Found the employee area. We don't have anything that proved that she didn't eat it, I think. Because that's what it said. If only we had some proof that she didn't eat the steak. The meeting began. Fatigued. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. I don't have anything I can think I can present for that, though. Let me look and see. I guess the question is, how do they get the T-bone steaks? But I don't think that would work for it. Let me try pressing again just to see entirely what it said. Yes, someone can verify this. Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person enough. She wouldn't have time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak, maybe would it be this? Like, did all the steaks have sleeping pills in them? Let me go look. Steak plate. But that's kind of a leap right there. Like that. Like that's a huge leap, but it's the only thing I could think of. All right, so because that doesn't prove that she wouldn't have been able to do it. Like she wouldn't have been able to eat the steak by just giving the autopsy report. Part of me's thinking just go with the steak plate and assume that maybe anyone that had steak might have been sleeping pill, but that's, like I said, that's a large assumption. Like that's a huge leap. And then because that blocked on the path to the scene of the crime, he's dragging one leg, that doesn't prove anything. The only thing I can think of is the steak plate, but I don't think that's right because it's such a leap. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. What is this, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, never mind you, it was a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will. Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. How would that... How did the evidence I just provided say that? But sure, the plates were bare. Ms. Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not eat the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Ms. Vasquez doing during your break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. I really do like her outfit. Are you saying, yes, Your Honor? Ms. Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak. She ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't this a little presumptuous? To be fair, a lot of the evidence you just said is presumptuous. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You said I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And Hero is worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let's have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good what, Nick? Oh, Nick is so screwed. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes. The samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How can I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I think you could, but considering the fact that it was broken, it's not impossible. Well, maybe it's not impossible, but silence. I'm speaking. Okay, I mean, if Vasquez did it, I do like her. And so maybe she's not guilty. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, yes? I believe this would indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the Steel Samurai's costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there is proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of the Steel Samurai shows that the victim himself was holding it. Or do you mean to suggest that I could have wrestled her away from him? Yeah, take that, Wright. If you still think she did it, show us proof. Hey Nick, look at the data we have on the samurai spear in the court record. Isn't there something in there that gets to you? Something odd about the samurai spear? Wait, something the matter, Mr. Wright? Sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim. Very well, I won't hold you to your claim, but I'm afraid I will have to penalize you. What's this? You're taking back your claim? Let's backtrack a moment. I want to consider whether the witness could have used the samurai spear or not. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder. Why did I lose influence despite giving the right thing? What? That's my reaction too, Vasquez, but for different reasons. Why did it get rid of my stuff if I did it right? What's the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Probably the break in the shaft? Present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon, not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run through, but someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Some straw and duct tape and Gorilla Glue? I don't know. Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Look at my witness, dog. Our case is screwed. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you. It was probably the fence post. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfound, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this murder weapon then. I'm gonna present this. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs. She just did the exact same thing. Order, order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident in Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studio. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What are you saying? Yes. And that's how come there wasn't blood in Studio 1, and why there wasn't blood outside Studio 2. What happened 5 years ago is the exact same thing that happened now. Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then, she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. The question is why? Though whether she did it on purpose or accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, that smile, she did it. Ho ho. Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? In the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting and the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. But jackhammer had been pushed up the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume. There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She could move it, because the van. You'd be surprised. I bet she could do it when people... Dude, that's not what I went for. If you claim she did everything in 15 minutes, let me guess, show me proof? Correct, show me proof. How am I supposed to do that? Then I won't have you making unsustained claims? Wait a second. How does he know what I'm thinking? Ah, I need to only look at the cold sweat running down your face to know what you're thinking. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to reconsider your claim? How could she dealt with the body? She had another way? What if she had another way to carry a body other than... Those are the same thing. Those are the same thing, man. Come on. For instance. Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do it the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. It's gonna be, if it's gonna be the van, it's just gonna be I chose the other thing. Please show us how she carried the body. The van. Miss Vasquez, you carry the body to Studio 1 and use the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van that carried the body to Studio 1, then before everyone else got there, you put the body in the magistrate costume. Oh, don't object me, I'm in the middle of talking. Hold on, right? Don't forget it was Sal Manel who drove the van. Are you suggesting that Manel was a conspirator? Of course. Of course. Sal Manel has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put in the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. Oh, okay. I win? Huh? I mean... Okay. So, what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost. Something like that. I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? We're waiting. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right? But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? I mean, that is true. Like, we don't have anything definitive that she did it. Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly. It does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again, Vasquez. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? No one to give it, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. Or I said all that there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. You don't know that for certain? Damn. To come so far only to fail. At least we know Will Powers didn't do it. And it seems there are no further questions. I'd like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify. I just said that. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does that make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see what we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes, Mr. Edgeworth. I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized, like, she did it, but wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. He's changing right before our eyes. I was with Sal and Old Bad, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see. No issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Alright, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Alright, so probably just, start pressing on every sentence until I find something, you know? What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies in the costume, mind you. I'm gonna press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Mr. Amber in the costume with Manella's help. What did I just say? Then I just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes. You should try and listen to what people are saying, boy. The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too, only Powers absent. We know that to be true, but Mr. Powers taking a nap, right? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expected me to be calm. You certainly seemed calm enough when I was accused you of murder. Press harder again. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murder body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez, logically speaking, perhaps, but no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Powers really doesn't stand out. That is a lie. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Everyone just staring right at her. Silence. Hey Nick, why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Maybe not enough time, Maya. Why did she immediately go Powers saying he did it? Just because he was absent? Old Bag, the security lady. Why does the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. The detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seemed also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all of this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I could use. I asked to be left out of proceedings. Why? You asked to be left out? Yes, it seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you. Covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. The script and direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. I wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. I'm the one that found him, though. Wait a second, I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess, very well. But there's the problem of she knew there was a murder before she got there. Did he find it, Your Honor? I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Oh, I'm glad Edgeworth, I think, saw it, huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Let me see what that means. She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. I'm glad me and Edgeworth are thinking the same now. I'm surprised he didn't let me get the option to do it myself. Order, Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I don't understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I'll stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is going to the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you must have understood me. I had perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. The witness should change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. But did, Let's press it. How'd you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal, you told me. Sal the Retcher. You have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now would have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. All right, so present. Does it say who we? I don't know. Did we have? That doesn't help me. I'm trying to find how we could have known that the assistant was there. I'm gonna call the police, the security lady. I went back to the to get my script. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scene, so I left him behind. Would that be? But how would you know that he got injured? Because she wasn't there, I think. But I don't know what evidence to use for that. Maybe I'll present this just because it's there. No, I lost points. I don't see anything contradictory. Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before we make an accusation, Mr. Wright. Whoops. That didn't go well. So I know what it's supposed to, I think, be. The question is, what exactly is it, if that makes any sense? Because how should I word this right? Like, I think it has to do with the fact that I don't think she was there. However, I don't know. So what? Let me go see what I have to work. You have to find something to peg this on her. Everything we've done now will be. All right. Well, before I get stuck into a match of figuring this out, let me go ahead save light real quick just to make sure that everything's going up to plan. I immediately called police and power shut. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes, and then I knew that Hammer was injured, so I couldn't do action scenes, so I left him behind. I guess maybe the digital camera wouldn't prove it, I think. Cause of death, dragon one leg, guy map to Global Studios. Maybe this on why this picture happened if there wasn't any action scenes. But I don't know if it would be that either. But that's the only other one I could think of that would be reasonable. If that may, like, because if I think about it this way, like, why is he going that way? Because the biggest issue I guess I have is that I don't know fully what it wants me to do. Okay, so it was right. I'll take it. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Oh, I didn't realize that contradiction myself. I guess it's one of those things. I got the right evidence, just wrong explanation, wrong reason. Yes, Mr. Hammer's dragging his leg in this photo. That's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending. One person was injured in the run-through that morning. The person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why do you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manello was at the run-through that morning. You would have noticed Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would we tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you saw Mr. Hammer limping. You didn't hear anything from Mr. Manello. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. That's when he was doing this. Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Shout out Edgeworth for helping us on our case. Order out of order. Witness, can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Because if they get caught, they're going to jail for a long, long time. Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, you've fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Guess you would need a motive. Why would she kill the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can prove it. Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. Probably the silence of this, if I had to guess. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. I thought people said it's swept under the rug, but that works too, Phoenix. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We were talking about motives here. You've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if Mr. Hammer who killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. It could be she tried to defend herself and shoved him down there. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I had no reason to kill Hammer. It was a good source of income for me. I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for the murder. She had no motive. She was defending herself. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? I mean, if it's self-defense, you know, she's fine. Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all these years. Oh, geez, that might have hurt. You're snapping it like that, like that thing did not look cheap. So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. I mean, it's not murder, I think, in that case. It's, like, she was defending her life. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez, what happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel. Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and no. Manuel, don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. Please don't die, please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. But I think she's done a lot of wrong. Don't get me wrong. However, for this case, she was defending herself. She was defending her own life because someone's trying to take hers. Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Appears you have brought yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. Think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That it should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Shout out Edgeworth. Yeah, I'm guessing he wants to see the truth, not just a guilty verdict. Guessing that's his change. That is all. This court is adjourned. Are we gonna thank Edgeworth? I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I now know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think you try to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright, huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? I don't know. I guess we'll never know. Yes, of course. Will. I'm not sure I want to go down that road. Congratulations, WP. Oh, no. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. Can't wait to get back in that sweaty costume, and I don't know how to tell you this. Your show's been canceled. Something wrong? No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth. No, hi. Why are you staring me down like that? Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk, huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really wanted to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if he hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm sad with unnecessary feelings. Yo, Edgeworth, you're sounding kind of sussy. Unnecessary feelings, yes. Unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? Then we sure to get them away. You listen to me, Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Okay. Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? What? Friends, as if they're rivals. Rivals. Right, Nick? For now, we are, I guess. Huh? But I get the feeling I'm missing something. Come on, Nick, tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth? You got, I mean, there's gonna be some questions about y'all. And so the curtain closed on another trial. It caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its program and changed. They went back to making kid shows again. Oh, and so they did end up making this. Nick, this is the new show that starts today. You're gonna watch with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I don't think they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the real world is ready for Will Powers. The end. Another chapter, another case. Solved, put away. Another case in the books. I think, roughly, about an hour on the dot. Brand new episode, Turnabout Goodbyes. What is this one? Saving content, please. I mean, obviously, save progress. That image looked interesting, like the loading image. What is going on here? It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered. But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Oh, Merry Chris. Oh! We have a topical scene. We have a topical chapter. Merry Christmas. Edgeworth. December 25th. This was just yesterday. Oh crap, we got a recent crime on our hands. Hey Nick, do you know that there are any good waterfalls around here? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, that part of your spirit medium training? Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gordon Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea. So much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gordy Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, and a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax, locals are confident that Gordy is the real deal. Boring. Can they have show real news for a change, Nick? The water pressure is kind of low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray with the hose? Good idea, Nick. Oh, that's just gonna send her flying. Fadeblood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt your program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gordy Lake, but this time it's murder. Gordy Lake again. The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Edgeworth? What's going on here? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Maya, the fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. What do we do? Well, what should we do? What do you mean? Let's investigate. We should go talk to Edgeworth and check out the crime scene. You're right. We need more information. Save aimlessness and confusion for later. Let's confuse the case once we get to the actual case. Well, got any ideas? Not really. I do my best thinking when I'm staying underneath the waterfall. Alright, let's go talk to Edgeworth, I guess, first, get his side of the story, and also make sure he wants us to even represent him. You know, Nick, we've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? I guess it comes with the territory. I don't know about all that. I mean, I think plenty of people have found themselves not in a detention center. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Hi there. Ah. Hey, Edgeworth, come back. It just fades back into existence. What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good... I wonder why. Well, he's in detention, and yeah, he's also like... We're in a good mood when you were here, so... You've come to laugh at the fallen attorney, then laugh. Laugh. Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah. It's a trick. Laughing, you'll get mad or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time we can spend. It's... Like, we don't have so much free time we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hope you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. What happened? Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh. We're going to help you, that's what. Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey, sure you got lucky and won all 3, but your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you, Nick. Why am I always the one who has to get angry? The murder took place at Gorda Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way from your offices in the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy, huh? I went to see Gordy. What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Probably... I mean, we saw in the thing that he might have done it. He might have done it. He was in our, you know... He was in our flash to the crime scene, and we did see him. This is where it happened? Yeah. Gorda Lake is in the middle of this park. I can see police walking around here. Questioning people, probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there? Well, pal, there's nothing here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir. Nothing. Idiot. Trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double. But, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. Shut up. Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kind of scared today. Crooch. Yeah. Hi there. Hey, you're that hairy guy, Harry Butts. Dude, we've been on... It's been 3 trials, man. Right. Phoenix Wright. Will you ever learn my name? Just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it. He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth actually hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet. Huh? Oh, you don't say. What happened? Detective Gumshoe, do you know what happened here, huh? You don't know, pal? No. Well, okay, Mr. Head in the Fluffy Pink Clouds lawyer. Head in the... Huh? Never mind. I'll tell you. It happened last night around about 15 minutes after midnight. Merry Christmas. There was a boat out on the Gorda Lake. In that boat were 2 men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And shooter was Mr. Edgeworth? Cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. How did they get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? I'll just ask about the witness now. Who is this witness, sir? Sorry, pal. That's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Is there only that witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out in the lake last night, and it was Christmas Eve after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today. I've forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. That's just mean. Why would you do that to Maya? Maya, You know, it's a bit late. It's the 26th. I think it's late for me to buy you a gift. I got you next year. You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a look of it. Right. Who cares what the witness says? Witnesses are unreliable. I care. You really believe in him, don't you, detective? Of course I do, but the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even taking this investigation that seriously. Oh no. After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, detective. At least you are. Do you know who will be Mr. Edgeworth's defense attorney at the trial tomorrow? He hasn't got one yet. What? The trial is tomorrow, isn't it? Well, I don't know the whole story, but apparently no one he's been talking to will take his case. Why not? Mr. Edgeworth won't tell me. When you guys showed up, I figured he'd ask you to defend him. Fortunately not. Well, pal, you got a job to do. How about Edgeworth prove that badge you wear is into some fancy piece of metal? Prove it to me, pal. Show me your attorney. I can do that. Here you go. That badge. You're showing that to the wrong guy, pal. You gotta show it to someone who needs it. I mean, you just told me to show you I'm an attorney, so... But I'll show it to someone who needs it. Your attorney's badge, Edgeworth. Let me defend you. Ha! A good one, right? But I'm not that hard up yet. Not yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind the ears lawyer who's with only 3 trials under his belt? Pfft, never. What? My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. Occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I think every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular cannot ask to do this. Why? Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Think that what you will. I've only one request. Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that, but I don't want your help, okay? Why not? What, just go away and leave me alone. Nick, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's go investigate elsewhere, but Nick. Let's go back to Gordo Lake, I guess. Talk. Here's an update on our defense request. Is it true no one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah. He's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal, don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him, too. Remember the Steel Samurai case. Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying right, over and over. Nick, I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Detective Gumshoe, sir, what? Find something? No, sir, not yet, but there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh, sorry, pal. Guess you heard I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me before I head back? About the autopsy report. Do you have any information on the victim? Sorry, they haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, say if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, detective? Or probably not, pal. So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Ah, right. Here. I'll show you how to get to precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Directions to the police station received from Detective Gumshoe. Oh, hey. Gumshoe. What? We would like to take a look around the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, sure. No problem, pal. You got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah. I don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right. Now let's get investigating. Well, I guess let's head into, Gordo Lake Public Beach. Wowzers, this is Gordo Lake? Yep, I'm not so sure it warrants a wowzers, though. I agree with that. It does look nice. I don't know if it's a wowzers nice, though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs. I want a samurai dog, please. Bet they're great. The name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind the times, though. The kids are into the pink princess now. I mean, like, you know. No. I mean, sure, I get it. Huh? Someone with some poppers here, you know. You pull the string and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. They might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Wasn't that obvious? Poppers, I'm gonna take them. I don't think it would give me the option unless I needed them. Huh? Where'd they go? Into my pocket. Alright, let me, hot dog stand is closed. The Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Why? I think that's a fair thing. Wow, Gourd Lake is really big. Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh, well, a long time ago, they used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way. I was sure because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape. Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. The trash can is empty. At least this place is well maintained. Huh. I almost didn't see that signpost. Left, boat docks, right, exit. Alright, I guess let's head to the woods. Okay, that is weird. Why is that here? No camping? There's some camping there. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. They've got guts. Camping at the scene of a murder? Hey, Nick, if they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. That's true. Good call, Mine. Let's go talk to them. Are they gonna be in their car? SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. Can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. No clue. I wanted to click on that. There's food and some magazines on the sheep. Takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. Hey, Nick. What? Don't tell me you're hungry. No. I was just wondering, why are camping pots and pans made of aluminum? They didn't have to talk about that in any of the law books. So there's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminum then? I'm not having this conversation. I wanted to examine this. What is this all doing here? Camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. Wow, cool. Let's try it out. Cough. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick. Huh. Will you stop that? Maybe it's broken. Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices. Well, what, these things? The party poppers? That's concerning. It responded all right. Yeah. Hey, you get your hands off of that. What in Sam Hill? Now look what we've done. There goes a whole roll of film. Sorry, it's nice, but it doesn't pay my bills. You know how much that roll of film costs? I'll pay you back. What do y'all think instead of party poppers in a place like this? Well, what? Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how Yanks think. I say those southern folks talk with their exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb don't mean we all are. I don't think... If you're smart enough to know you're dumb, you can't... Like, you might be dumb, but you're at least not dumb enough to where it warrants that. And who are you now? Her chaperone? Yeah, no, rather... Oh, just figure out what you're gonna say and say it. For the Jesus' sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's draws than listen to you stutter all day. Oh, boy. Guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it. Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. Alright, talk. What happened? What? Can't you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming any names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry, that didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show that would get her attention. Probably this. This is my badge, huh? Our badge is supposed to be all shiny and impressive. You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits on me now over that film. Because I'll have you know I'm a fighter and I wrestle meaner looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. We're here to investigate a murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't you say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You two, y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite hard. Think of it. Where did Maya get to? Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never you mind, honey. I can talk Yank for you if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lada Hart, but y'all can call me Lada. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. What happened? Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. Happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. That's so. Christmas Eve? A man on the boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. I'm not sure, though. I gotta remember, I've been watching this lake here for a good 3 days now. I seen that boat's the choking mule. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. What about the camera? That's quite the camera you have there. You better know it. It's German made. A General Solingen? Isn't that where they make knives? So what's the device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? The microphone went off all by itself when I fired my barter popper. Oh, that might trigger the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up a lot of noises right now. Program on camera. Neat. Well, this camera adds to the court record. So, what is it you do, Ada? Huh? Me? Y'all don't really want to know that, do you? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right in the heart of the heartland. I'm glad they kept the generic names going for that. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at university, Country U. So I hear. So, when did you come up here? Let me see, I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't I tell you that already? Meteors. Yep, meteor showers. Fallen stars. I guess there's nothing really to ask more about here. Oh, let's move to the boat rental shop and go see what's going on here. Nick, what is this place? A boat rental shop? Closed for Christmas, it seems. I guess a murder taking place on one of these boats won't be good for business either. Boats. I've never ridden on a boat. Really? Well, how about we go out on one when the trial's finished? Hey, good idea. You bet. I mean, let me examine these boats. There are some boats floating at the dock. Was one of these boats used in the murder? I wonder. Nick, huh? Change my mind. I don't really want to go for a boat ride. Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone's around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. So I imagine there might not be anything else I need here. That's it. I guess to the precinct, maybe? Because I think it's the one place we haven't really been to yet. This place looks nice. I do like that plush in the background. I mean, it's kind of creepy, but I do like that they have one. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here. Something wrong, miss? Turning yourself in? Okay. What'd you do? Shoplifting, larceny, public indecency? No, none of those things. We're looking for Detective Gumshoe. Is he around? Gumshoe? Oh, yeah. He's in a meeting right now. I don't think he'll be out anytime soon. Okay, we'll come back. You do that. Oh, and go straight home and stay out of trouble. No more shoplifting. You got that? Do I look like a criminal or something? I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so. What does it say when I view this blush? Hey, is that the police department's mascot? That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. How nice. I'll get him assigned mascot of the criminal affairs department if it's the last thing I do. Good luck with that, man. Gord Lake, if he's still in a meeting, let me go to the detention center and talk to him real quick. Well, he's not here. Anything new I could talk about to you about? Nope. Gord Lake, I guess. Maybe there's some more stuff at the... Let me head to the beach. Move. Let's head to the boat rental shop. Again, maybe... Examine, maybe the lake? Oh, there's nothing over there. Nothing new there. Here's some... Oh, let's go look in the bushes. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'll find any helpful clues in there. So it seems like probably nothing else here for me. And so I guess move back to the woods. Talk. There's nothing there. I can slide over here. Is there anything new I can press over here? The sign says no camping. Finding a place to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they'll have signs like that. Well, the trees go quite thick here. Further back, the tree fades in the shadow where the sunlight can't reach them. And so there's nothing really, I think, left for me here. If I slide over here, yeah, nothing over there. This camera's ready to respond to noise, but it only responds to loud noises like party poppers. I don't... Can I... There's no more talking. Can I present the camera, maybe? Yeah. See, our camera triggers on loud explosion noises. Yeah, yep. Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol. Pistol? Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper? Guess it would. Camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey, y'all are pretty bright, huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken late last night. I checked him once. Don't remember if there was anything on him though. But what if I got some? That could be a witness to a genuine murder. Hee-haw. I'll go check on that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? Welcome back, Maya. Hi. She went inside our SUV. Guess we should come back later. I guess now I can go to the precinct. Like, I'm guessing now, like, is where I'm supposed to go. Criminals Affairs Department. Yeah, there we go. I guess Detective Gumshoe's still in that meeting. Hey, thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe, we just finished the meeting. For better or for worse. Get the feeling we're in for some bad news. How did the meeting go? So, how did the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal, you're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it? To be fair, everything is against him. Well, the trial is starting tomorrow as scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go tell anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help, and you're the ones that help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, how can we trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. Trust each other, and that's how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. I've got to earn that trust you place in us. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust, and you have my word on that. How'd the autopsy report come out? Did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you. Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th. 1 bullet shot to the heart. Thank you. Nick? Yeah, the thing is that autopsy really did not have a lot of specifics. That face, someone you know? I don't know. There's this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. What about, can you tell me about the victim? No, still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. I guess let's go to the detention center and see if we can talk to him. Nope. Maybe let's go to Gorda Lake and see if she's done with the film. Move Gorda Lake Woods. Oh, hi. Hey, oh. Wait up a second. We got bingo. Bingo? My IMAX camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey, this is them. Take a look. Wait, see? See? He's shooting him with that pistol. It looks like that, yes, but you can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog, but you know, seeing these photos remind me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. Are you serious? Of course. How'd you... Never mind. Yeah, I reckon I should tell the cops. I reckon probably. I reckon so. What's that? Don't you all go trying to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Wait, Lada. What? Can't you see I'm kind of busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice. That means the cops. I sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Why would you ever say that? Don't get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or is the other way around? No matter. I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, she saw something. There's not much we can do about it. The question is, what did she see? Guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. So we know it now was taken, at least the photo was taken at 12:25, on 12:25 at 12:15 a.m. Merry Christmas. Oh, I didn't expect to see anything here. Looks like the police have given up their interviewing. Hey! Oh, hi, Nick, I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous, Maya. Dude, it's me. What are you doing here? Oh, Phoenix just stole the words right out of my mouth. Well, I guess he stole the words from me. Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Honestly, yes. Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl, Keyance? I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm sorry. Not another model, I hope. Oh, she's a fine, fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was like, oh, you go, girlfriend, you know? She bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice. Whoa, cute Nick. Who's she? She's not your... I'm like, what? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick, she must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister. No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh. Sounds great. Don't worry, Maya. He's not listening. What happened? Larry, there was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Keyance, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Oof. I think we just caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just she's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model. I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh. Neat. The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Nick, why would Larry know Edgeworth? Well, Nick, you don't mean that Miles Edgeworth. Old Edgy? You guys need to come up with some better nicknames involving that. That is not a good nickname to give someone. He's a murder suspect. Murder? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. What? Let's talk about Edgeworth, I guess. So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah. Eddie's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow, wait, you said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second, but Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy's got... probaz? I don't know how to pronounce that. I am... like, where'd you learn that word? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh. Go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about a man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind, though. Do you know Nick? Nick? I don't think if it's something I know, I can't say it. It ain't my place to speak. Tell me about the dogs. Huh. Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look like gourd-shaped. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs, you know, like guard dogs. Ouch. The samurai thing was Cancer's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the kids these days can't get enough of these samurai dogs. Or something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake with the big news. Big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? We should probably bring up Gordy now, like, cause she doesn't know. What's Gordy? Huh? I mean, you don't know? I thought everyone knew. I'm here in this very lake. Oh, it's here in this very lake, a giant mysterious monster. Gordy. A monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real. I don't think that's real. That looks like a sock puppet. Like, it looks like someone stuck their hand in, like, pantyhose and stuck it out of the water. Nick, a monster, a real monster. It's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera automatic, and when we got in the frame, heard a loud bang like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Does that mean Lotta probably took the picture herself? Wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, can I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. $1 million? Grow up, Larry. I'm just stealing it. I'm not gonna give you anything. Let's go see if there's anything at the boat rental shop yet. No. Nothing here. Maybe let's go see if there's anything at the detention center yet. Nope. What about the Criminals Affairs Department? Okay, it seems there is, Maya. Gumshoe in sight. If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be in there a while. Lot of heart. Has to be. Uh-oh. I don't know where else we can go from here then. Let's head back to maybe I can ask him about something. Do you know anything about this? What's this? You know, my eyes have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick. Actually, the photo's blurry, Larry. It was taken last night. Last night? Do you know anything about this? Hey, Larry, do you know this guy? Who's this? I don't know. That's why I asked you. Who's this, Maya? Well, oh wait, Maya said she had seen it before, didn't she? Maybe I can go back to the detective office and ask her there. First time I've ever really had a reason to use this. Okay, it looks like that was maybe the right answer. It's the first time we've actually had to go here. What is it? Oh, nothing. Something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy, he's a lawyer that was at the office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe we should go talk to him, for old time's sake. Thank you, Maya. That's a huge help. Did he get his photo back? Nah, he didn't get his, picture back. Ahem. An old familiar cling of the throat. Aha. You're Mia something, are you not? I was an understudy, yes. Phoenix Wright. Aha, and you're Mia's something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. Come to look a lot like your sister, you know? Takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir. Hmm? Ah, yes. Beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? Let's present this, maybe? Strange. I feel as I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah, did you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond. And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? Alright, we need to probably talk about Robert Hammond. Who was this Hammond guy anyway? Mr. Hammond, he was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. Everything comes back to this. Perhaps you remember? I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. That was the incident where the police were so at a loss they used a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. Spirit medium, Misty Faye, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim, but the case was a loss. No conviction was made. Tell me more about that. The L6 incident, yes, happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. I mean, that's what they said at the very beginning. 15 years, I'll have my revenge. Merry Christmas. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Faye used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man, but Mr. Hammond won the case, and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blame my mother, calling her a fraud. We're the ones who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please, don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait, what does that have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim of the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. His father? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you. Wait, this is a photograph of my mother. Well, we now have that. Let's talk more about all this stuff. There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Oh, I guess I was supposed to do this before I showed him the picture. Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. Well, we know it now, thank you. From earlier. Whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I don't think I shall ever be coming back home. It shall ever be coming back home to this office. Can't exactly claim it is stolen. Suppose it's just my just desserts, all bitter desserts. Alright, let's go talk to Edgeworth. What's this? I was hoping you got my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Let's talk about this again. Can I ask you about the murder, right? I ask you again, just leave me alone. Please try to understand. I'm not doing this to prove I'm tough or because I look down on you. I just don't want you anywhere near this case. Understand? That means I guess I'm gonna have to present it. Edgeworth, it's only been a matter of hours since you last visited, yet you have made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, right? You're always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right. DL6. I don't want you to find out about it. That's why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know, but I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I'll answer to the best of my abilities. Alright, tell me about DL6. That was when my father died. Oh. Oh, we just got like... Oh, right before my very eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested, a man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in Gordo Lake's murder? Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you're... Strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? What does that mean? When a case... The statute of limitations runs out, legally the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed. Forever. Coincidentally, there's 3 days for... that the trials are allowed to last. Just a nice coincidence. What happened to the suspect, the one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view, nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth, he was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps? I'd rather not talk about it. Is there anything more we could talk about? I don't think... maybe present the photo? Who would have thought there'd be a photograph? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind of point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right? It pains me to ask you this now. I know. You want us to defend you? Yes. Will you? Of course we won't be like the... I want to say it's so bad. Okay, and I can say... it is like... It is very tempting to say this. I'm going for it. I gotta do it. I'm not, sorry, not sorry. Sorry, Edgy. No way. Right? Nick. Hey, don't look so serious, guys. I was kid... Oh, illusion of choices again? Really? Just a little joke. There was nothing little or joke-like about it. I thought it was funny. I'm sorry I made you mad. Edgeworth, it's whatever. Nick, do it over. Yes, Your Honor. How could I refuse you, Edgeworth? Thank you, Wright. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back for what? I don't remember doing anything for you. Never mind, I guess you don't really need to know, huh? A letter request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. There we go. Well, I guess we should... What's that? Earthquake, Nick. It's a big one. It's calming down. That was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There. He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. Guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I heard it running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's gonna stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to give Edgeworth's letter request to Detective Gumshoe. I've never been in earthquakes. I don't understand if that reaction is... how that reaction is at all. I know it's a little bit out there, a little bit more than I guess expected for something like that, but I've never been in one to understand myself. I would probably do the exact same thing, to be honest. I would be probably scared beyond belief. What's going on here? What's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago, says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? A lot of heart. Where are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth the death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I could do about that. Can't go around covering up evidence or trying to say something about the way I do my job. No, sir. Here's this. I was told to give this to you. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow, then. Good luck, pal. We'll see you in court. Hey, you guys feel that quick little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to him by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. Transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. I mean, considering the age lineup, I'm guessing that's when the murder happened and he would have to move from that. If I could piece that together right, you could probably do it too, to be honest. I mean, I don't think he's trying to hide that. Save my progress. Well, I technically already did this just a bit ago, but I'll do it again. Because the illusion of choice. Alright, Edgeworth. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. That is rich coming from you, my man. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So is he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost a case in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya, we could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh, I can't. Sorry. I tried. I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach. I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I prefer, like, having Maya here over Mia. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Are we gonna get like a nice CG with them both staying on the same side? December 26th. I mean, to be fair, he's actually he is not gonna be with us. I just remember, like, he's not the one standing with us. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here if I were not completely prepared? Right. My apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well. Your opening statement, please. I mean, he is one well-dressed man. I'll give him that. It's not something I would ever wear at all, or even close to that. Maybe the earrings, maybe the turquoise earrings, but that's about it. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could be possibly be required? Or nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he like royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call a detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. What do you gotta say? Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at this map. Alright, the murder happened here on Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here at the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. And that's when, I guess, it ended. Overhead map added a court record. Testify to the court about the arrest now. Wait. Mr. Von Karma. Yes, actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. No. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. I mean, to be fair, Edgeworth doing it makes some sense. A man called the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now. Alright, I don't want to press on Gumshoe here, but I'm sorry, but I gotta do what I gotta do. You received a call from a man. Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Oh, jeez. That dude got a booming voice. A woman and the man who called the report were 2 different people, obviously. Different people. There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today, I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman was camping a lot of heart. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was he doing? What was he like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinions. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got a share of objections. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. Let's talk about it. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. It was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. Court accept this bullet into evidence. That raises some concerns because she said there was 2 photographs. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I guess maybe ask him about this. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. You have a deep trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep trusting poppycock. No. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. The gumshoes don't look good. Continue now. But next morning a body was found in the lake. So we have the victim's body fired from a .22 cal. Overhead map of gourd. That doesn't really help us there. Then we have floating at 2:15. Let's see. A man called the station about 30 minutes after midnight. Makes sense. We had to the scene of this crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. But the body was found in the lake, so we had to arrest him. Nick. Doesn't it seem like Detective Gumshoe is being a little vague? I bet Von Karma's feeding him lines. His testimony just filled with landmines, just waiting for me to press. What do we do? Berate even press, I guess. What else would we do? Well, I said, Nick, you're the man. I guess press him again now that I have this bullet. See a phone call from the man. Or, yep, he said, woman camping. And it's just going to be this again. There were people, there were 2 witnesses, the testimonies. What happened next? We had to see the crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Let's say about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you'll refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I'll look for your next year's salary review. So much to look forward to these days. It's no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but maybe, sorry, had to arrest him is what I pressed him. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? Pistol. Detective Gumshoe, as a vital piece of information, please revise your testimony. Right, sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. How do you know that? What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Yeah, he has the same grin as Edgeworth. There are fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints found from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? That raises some problems. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found in the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepting the evidence. Fired 3 times, so where are the other 2 bullets? Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective? Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. Oh, I don't know what it said. Is there literally not an option to view, like, a transcript? Hey, Nick, what does he mean by ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it, eh? Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate, indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Alright, this seems like a pretty tough case, I would say. Just a little bit. Order. This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive. Yes, honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, no. You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge, yes? What are you doing? 10-minute recess, now. But wait, just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. Was he always like this, or did he become like this after he won so many cases over a 40-year stretch? Who's running this court anyway? What's that? This is a kangaroo court. I don't know what that term fully means, but I'm going to call it a kangaroo court. All I know about kangaroo court is that one, like that one video that the Rick and Morty guys did of the Georgia versus, I forgot who it was. Like, there's no way I'm going to remember the name after all this time. But just them recreating like a court transcript, and that's just the most insane thing there is. Given, I really hope there's a court case like this to where it's just the person and them insulting each other back and forth. Like, that video is honestly like kind of peak. If you haven't seen it, if you Google Rick and Morty Georgia case, you'll probably find it instantly. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot the man was the person in his photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with, huh? You might convince anyone of that. Say, Maya, huh? What? Any progress in Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. I know, I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? Maya, don't say that. Like I said, I prefer you being here over Mia. If I can't call my sister, might as well... Oh, God, I'm not gonna say, yeah, you're useless to her. No, I need you. I can see you're always trying to help out, even if you don't actually help. It's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium, came in contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately, but you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. I don't know why you would say that right in front of him. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Alada Hart take the stand? Alada Hart, you are a research student at a university? That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident, and don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. No. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. I really hope she said, like, the bang, like, made the bang sound effect herself. Like, whenever I heard it. When I looked at the window, I saw two gents in a boat, and there was another bang. There wasn't an area thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge, she had me take a photo of the incident. This is the photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This is like the very moment of the murder. This does not go well for our case. Order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have their order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake, so the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order. I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, the court finds the defendant... Wait, Your Honor, I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. Cross-examination? Oh, no. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worthy 1,000 words and they all read guilty. You lose, or do you claim to have found a contradiction or testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You only fonder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt. Contempt of court, you know, I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Well, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I'll cross-examine the witness. Tis, tis, tis. Very well. Pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Alright. It was Christmas Eve just after midnight. Let's look at the evidence real quick. Fired 3 times. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Found the victim's body. Alright. I was in my car. I heard a bang. When I looked up, I saw 2 gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. That sounded like there was only 2 bangs. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. Trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There wasn't a thing on the lake but the boat? Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. I'm impressed for her. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake. It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Mr. Hart, you... None. Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradiction in there. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. Maya's really taking this hard. Alright. Let me, press further. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day, huh? Oh, yes, well... I know you want to find contradictions, but really? I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. I was in my car. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? Mr. Hart, be more specific about your research. No. What does the witness and motive and camp by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, now I'm the one who says that. Well, I didn't say it already. Objection sustained. I heard this bang come up from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She already said that already. I asked you to find contradiction, not leave you to chat with the witness. When I looked at the window, I saw 2 gents in the boat. Could you clearly see the 2 men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Press further, of course. Wait a second. I wasn't asking about the photo. I was asking if you saw the 2 men. Yeah, well, of course. The witnesses testify that she saw them, and there's also a photo. Let's look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in. He's hiding something. Enough. I think we all heard what we need here, Mr. Wright. It seems you were unable to find contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor, you keep your promise, Mr. Wright. I am afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Nick. Well, this testimony's fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't see anything, what can I do? I believe you recovered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision and pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edward, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Maya. Something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Well, Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you're actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful they actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. It's a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea? Treat me like some kind of criminal. I saw him. I swear I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He's in contempt of court and must leave. No. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. No. Ah, what's the difference? All that remains the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix? Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony. I have the right to cross-examine her again. Now Wright's actually thinking outside the box for once in his life. Order, order, order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. Don't do it. I'm sorry, but I cannot. What? Mr. Wadahara has made a new testimony. Defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're gonna arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. My Faye. You will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. I know, like I've been saying this entire time, you're a real one. I'm gonna miss you having by my side, Maya. I'm not here for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. Running out of time, I better find a contradiction in here, or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. That last statement. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Didn't it say that it was very foggy? You can't see anything. Also, let me press real quick. Well, what about the other man? I cannot be expected to lie to the blithering ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe what you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness testimony. We'll find it if you can. Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty. Oh, I get a lot of penalty for even doing that. That's it. Oh, I don't know if I can find anything. I can't squander my efforts either. Let me just go ahead and do this real quick. You know, just in case. Present. Well, article about Gore Lake. Well, it was very foggy and whatnot. And so maybe it should be the photo. You can't see anyone. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart, finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took. The very same. There is something I want you to see in the photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? I mean, this is all true. Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Yet, now she has said it, Mr. Von Kammer. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself, Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant last night? Of course. I said I could. I mean I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. Use binoculars. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. How Edgeworth was seen, I imagine it might have something to do with the binoculars. Let's go. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Let's press this. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday, you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The cameras are relevant to the case? Can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of question. But know this, if you find nothing, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, I am going to press further. I imagine that's about to do about Gordy. Does it make or break it time? The camera is utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. The camera set to take pictures of the meteor shower. When I heard there was a lot of noise, I don't believe this. I don't believe this at all. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know, the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Well, I see. Guess I wasn't thinking it straight. Mr. Wright, I'll not have you badger my witness because of her challenged intellect. Wow. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was you saw Edgeworth? Grr. No unnecessary comments, please. Let's press to this as well. Your camera. Yeah, it's got an automatic. The issue we are concerning here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. Camera's nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. It's not letting her answer any questions. Let me ask about this. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog, but you say you clearly saw him. I did, yeah. Enough. There's no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me, but I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many Von Karmic objections I get, I'm gonna find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. She said she wasn't confident, and so what would make her not confident about it? Let's look at these. You're right. Well, let me ask about... I don't think I pressed this. So, how could you see Mr. Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that, it is. Nobody loves me. Alright, so let me ask about... Part of me wants to bring this up. It says autoplay? I don't know what that... Is there multiple aspects to it? It says autoplay, but about what? Oh, okay. Either way, I'm gonna probably ask about Gordy Lake. Oh. Never mind, it doesn't contradict it. Really, objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Whoops. That didn't go well. Let me go ahead and do this again. Just in case. You never know. You never know. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked at my binoculars. What could overhead map Accord Lake? Could she have seen it from that angle is the question. Maybe not. I don't know if she could. Found the victim's body, ballistic marking. Camera set up to take pictures of me. Right, let's press this again. What'd she say? If there were a heavy fog, how would binoculars change it at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog, but you see clearly saw him? I did, yeah. Enough. There's no room for doubt in her testimony. I have to find a quick contradiction. If I don't care, I'm gonna find a hole in that testimony. The problem is I'm trying to figure out what the, like, contradiction, I guess, could be. Because all that sounds pretty sustained, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know any other way to word it other than it sounds pretty sustained. Because she saw the cold mist, that is true. The fog is just true. So once I was finished, got back to set up my camera, I got back in my car. That sounds like it could be true as well. The camera set to take pictures of the meteor shower, that sounds fine as well. And then when I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked at my binoculars. That just seems like... That just seems fine. In the whole... I don't know the right way to word it. In the whole testimony. I just don't know what it could be. Because you're right, I was in the cold mist, it was thick as grits. That's true. So once I finished my camera, I got back in the car. Camera set to take pictures of the meteor shower. And I did, like... I'm sure did I press this already? Like, not press this. Did I present the Gordy article already? Did I do that? Okay, I did. Let me just do this real quick and reload, because that's load selected data. Okay, so got back in my car, the camera. When I heard the loud noise, I looked at my binoculars. I don't know what it could be. Let me just press everything again, I guess. So, how do you see Mr. Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses for a second. Alright, defense attorneys have trouble. Let's talk about this again. Your camera. Yeah, it got automatic. Okay, the camera doesn't do with this all. Next to stain. Alright, talk about this. Miss Hart. What made you choose that light to photograph meteors? The fights, it's not suited to stargazing. A C. Because I wasn't thinking too straight. Mr. Wright, I'll not have you badger my witness because of challenge intellect. Tears testimony. No unnecessary comments, please. When I heard that noise on the light, I looked at my binoculars. There's a heavy fog. How binoculars changed it at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can see too far. What made you clearly see them? I did, yeah. Enough. There's no room in doubt for testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me. First, to find a quick contradiction. Maybe. It's to automatically take a picture when a lot of noise is detected. Face the lake. So the only thing I could really think of is maybe it wasn't. No, because that makes sense. That checks out as well. Like if, how should I word it right? If, what? I don't know why. Like my, oh, actually, I put my mouse like back in screen because I needed to sit back up a bit. I don't know what that could be used for. I know it probably has some relevance, I'm guessing, but so this is a maybe. This I don't think factors in. I thought this would factor in, but apparently not. That I know for a fact doesn't factor in. Maybe this. And so maybe I'm either looking for something where the camera, Gordy article, or maybe a pistol could be used. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in my car. The camera set to take pictures of the meteor shower. That maybe. I know I think it's this statement because that's what I presented the Gordy article on. She might be doing it for this reason, like the Gordy article. And so if it was said, maybe it's the camera. Oh, yeah, because the camera, loud noise detected. Why would it? Meteor showers aren't loud. Why would she set it up for that? You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upward to take photos of the star, Miss Hart. Oh, and then Rika present the Gordy article for what she was trying to do, because they mentioned a bang was made whenever Gordy was out. The witness not shooting it like the photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing, Your Honor? Take a look at this. And now I would use the Gordy article. I would just, is that Miss Hart? This is what we're trying to photograph. What's this? Yeah, okay, so I think this is right, I think. Well, Miss Hart, I never heard no white monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was not really trying to photograph this Gordy. I have proof. I have proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joke around this time, please. Where's this proof that we're trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster? Probably the lake photo itself, right? Because it went off pointing at the lake. Here's my proof. It's simple. If it's simple, then why have you obviously made an error? What's that? Go home. Consider a career change. Wait. What? Huh? I feel like, is the article gonna be proof again? I have proof. I mean, I guess because it says faces the lake here, the proof is Miss Hart is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here was taken while a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy, according to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why I set your camera to respond to loud noises. We're kind of pushing like very, very thin on like the like on the amount we have left in terms of influence gauge or whatever they call it here, like judge's favor. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there trying to take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah, not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? To be fair, he didn't become this smart until I took over. Until I did it. Like, until I took over, he wasn't anything about me. Let me sit back up real quick. Again, I kind of have a habit of like leaning a bit too much. So smart boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That doesn't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than a witness. Is that more that the witness is an idiot who thinks monster exists? Hey, but she also succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You're behind the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why'd you have that fact that you were searching from Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine. I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm gonna spot it. A lot of this new testimony, they could have made a good joke saying a whole lot of new testimony. Actually, I'm not a research student at university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping by the lake, but that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash through one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossed my heart, and hoped to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin to cross-examine the witness. The witness testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense has the right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Is that something? I know it. He doesn't want me to continue to examine her. Because why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. May begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That would be a first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at cross-examination, Mr. Wright? If there are no problem with this testimony, we will let the witness leave. I'll announce my verdict at the time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Whether we, so this is, I guess, the last one. This is, it's all or nothing here. Actually, I'm not a student. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop would be. I was camping out by the lake, but that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight at the lake. There wasn't much else, so I watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe it was shot from some other place? I don't think so. Nope. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore either. Better find some sort of contradiction. There should be something. I guess probably pressure on everything. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm high fault enough to be called a manner of anything. I'm an investigative photographer. Investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. She's just working TMZ. Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year, and guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. UFO? You know, unidentified flying object, a UFO? That's when I sort of had a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of shaky basis of a career. Better scoop it be if I got a picture of that monster. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV. I'm not sure appearing on the local news rumor of the month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper for real. This is one fight I do not believe he can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's why I put on the automatic sensor on your camera. Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps the shot. Yep. So many pictures it's taken so far. Only time camera trip was that night. But that's all I was hiding. I know that one's not true because of party popper stuff. This time he told us why he felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if we got out was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah. Second-rate shuttle bugs trying to steal my scoop. Is that the only reason you're hiding the truth? Well, actually, Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Every save on Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight at the lake. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say it for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at. Yep. I don't know if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there. I doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What do I do now? Where are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Oh, your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. There wasn't much else to look at, so I watched the boat the whole time. So why, I guess the question would be, why'd you look directly at the lake, maybe? but we're overhead map, so it's like facing everything else, I guess. I mean, it has a lot to look at, so I guess the only other thing you could look at, it would either be, I imagine, either facing the lake or actually no, I think it might be the Gordy article, now I think about it, because there wasn't much else to look at. You could have been like going around, because especially because it says you watched the boat the whole time. You could have gone back and forth and looked at, try and find where Gordy might have popped up. That's what I'm gonna roll with. Okay, the music stopped. That means I'm so smart. I'm so good. Were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. But you're not normal. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? You want to step over here and say that we're camping out in the lake to take a picture of Gordy? Think about it. What would you do if you heard a lot of noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy. That's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. I mean, yeah, because that's just, yeah. That's why she went out there and whatnot. You testify that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. We got her. We got her. Well, well, now that you mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might have been out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. It's just, I thought I could be a witness to a murder and all. I got kind of excited. I was sure I was watching that boat until now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took this photo in. Witness, that's enough. You had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she gonna say? The photo and what? Wait a second. Because she did say there was 2 photos. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell who the photo is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it would drop the quality, it might, but should let us see who's who. Oh, I didn't hear that part. She enlarged the photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I got a hunch. I bet the enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, I mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Make her show the enlargement. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photo, did you not? Yeah. Why has an enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are you talking about? You were the one who told me I had to show it in court in the first place, you old fool. We got him. We got him. What's the meaning of this, Von Karma? Or Miss Hart? Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. It doesn't show anything. They're both bald. We still cannot see who's firing this. Could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this evidence. The lake photo court out of the court record. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. No. And little good has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. Suppose that means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I'd like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart, and none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I said everything I needed to when I began this trial. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. And I believe it's time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? I'm probably show other evidence, but the thing is, like, it's definitely not wait and see, I think. Because wait and see, then we're gonna have some issues. It might be... Can I look at the photo again? No, I can't look at the photo. I don't know. I wish I could look at the photo again. Cause it's not wait and see, and I have enough bars to have 2 more misses. And so if I miss on this one, I'll just go top bottom, I guess. Object to the enlargement. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? I wish if I could see the photo again, I would know for certain. Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, he goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's so strange about this photo. All right, so if I could choose anything, oh, I can't look at. I cannot look at evidence while doing this. Maybe. So I knew it was going to be the whole hair thing. I guess the only thing you can clearly see in detail is this pistol, so I imagine it's this. Here, Your Honor, where? I understand you're in a tight spot. However, you have done the game by making baseless claims of faulty evidence. Please let me show you again. Oh, because it said, didn't it say Edgeworth's right hand, and he's firing left-handed. Here, Your Honor, the shooter. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you evidence that the left hand contradicts, and then it would be bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. The evidence is clear. The man in the photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. There we go. The man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. I have like one miss left for this trial, so I hope we got not that much left. Because for my own sake, I'm afraid of failing it. Now that everyone in the courtroom is quiet down, I'd like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You give us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we've seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Miss Hart, I don't think it would be that. It would not be Larry. I don't think Larry would have done it. I'm going to save just in case I'm wrong on whatever I choose. But they didn't mention it before as a possibility, so maybe the victim himself? There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order. So you're saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. But that photo doesn't match it. The photo is very, very weird. I'm so very, very sorry to you. But suicide, yeah. An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot further than a meter away. That's 3 feet. That's a yard. No. There's no way it could have been. Order. Mr. Von Karma, are you sure the accuracy of your data? Of course. I already consider the possibility, you see. I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Consider the situation. Sure, I be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, first thing I revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I'd like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. Court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. Court is adjourned. We bought us another day, at the very least. Whoa, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No. I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter's about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look. I'm gonna go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you just to see how you really feel if it thanks Edgeworth? Given he might be saying because the DL6 incident. Our requisition to transcript and plot his entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood out was the bang she heard. Yeah, the fact that it's 2 sounds when it says 3 were fired is the curious part for me. Because I'm pretty sure they mentioned that it was only like that many were fired and whatnot. See my progress up to this point. Yes. There we go. Let's see. I mean, like I'm probably going to just call it here and finish the entire rest of the game next stream. For now, you know, it's been a few days, you know, got a bit more not a bit more. I mean, I guess slightly more tired than usual. But I want to make sure I get this all done in just one last go. That way, I don't like end it with about, you know, just a like just maybe an hour left or something to where I don't do it. And so this is shorter than the other three. However, make up for it by the next stream, which I'll probably do either tomorrow or Monday. It depends on what the other game I am going to do is, and then we'll finish it all there and whatnot and go from there. But anyway, I know it's kind of abrupt. I am sorry. But I will say, I do hope y'all have a great rest of your day, great rest of your night. I hope you guys had a great last couple of days. If you guys did anything for the holidays, if not, I hope you did had a great few days anyway. And until next time, I'll see y'all then. And until then, take care, y'all.